No, por culpa de tía Lorena.
Recording in progress.
If he doesn't feel comfortable enough to swimming on his own.
By his own. No.
By his own, yes, I think by his
Hi
own.
guys.
Hi,
Hello.
Viviana.
How are you?
Fine,
Fine,
you?
I'm fine, thanks.
We are doing the application, the conditionals.
Okay, the application.
Okay, tell me when you're ready.
Exercise, what number?
No, the application.
The application
with the conditionals.
This one.
Okay, exercise 11 and 19. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So, okay, I will do a question. Can the lifeguard get promoted if he works hard?
I'm going to write it. Can the what?
Lifeguard. Can the lifeguard get promoted if he works hard?
I'm going to write it. Can the lifeguard
get promoted if he works hard?
Okay, if he works hard.
Viviana, are you going to answer or it's my turn?
Well, I don't know how you are starting. You are starting or not?
Yes, I asked and Iris answered. Now Iris asks a question and.
Well, I don't know. If you want to, can answer.
Okay. Yes, he can. He can. He has to work hard if he wants. If he wants to be promoted soon.
Yes.
Okay. Might the owner need to hire another lifeguard?
Okay, might the owner
need to hire another lifeguard?
Okay, another lifeguard. Okay. Yes. He might. Yes, he might hire another one if he got more money. More money for pay him.
To pay him.
To pay him or for pay him? To pay him.
To pay him.
Okay, to pay him. Okay, I'm going to ask, how would the girl in pink have passed the test if she was in the pool?
How would, right?
How good, right?
How would the girl invest?
How would the girl pass the test if she was in the pool?
Okay. Um, she would had passed the exam if she had studied um, the day before she went to the pool.
Mhm.
Chicas, I have a question. Okay, if I am talking or asking about good, or about yes about good, after if I talk in present, right? I can talk in present.
In past.
No, you need to talk in past participle.
After
If.
after if in past participle.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Recording in
Okay,
progress.
So let's go ahead and check. Valeria, question, please.
Sure. Let me see. Um, mm, when could the curly boy get a slice of pizza?
Curly-haired boy.
Curly-haired boy.
No, it's like an ed at the end because you're describing his hair. Curly-haired boy.
A haired.
Natalie?
He could get a slice of pizza for lunch if he wanted to eat unhealthy food.
Stephanie?
Okay. What snack would you bring to the country club?
Jose?
Was not?
Snack.
Was not. Okay. Was not?
Would you bring to the country club?
Okay. You
Would you?
would you? Okay, again.
No,
Was
the
not,
question is,
would you?
would you? So what do you answer with?
I understand what.
No, yeah.
Good.
But the question is you, like, Jose, what is your name? My name, right?
Would you? Okay. Dice, entendí would you. Okay.
Yeah, what snack would you bring to the country club?
You.
The problem is that you're answering with you, and you don't have to answer with you.
Okay. I would bring you bring
No, you. I would bring
I would
Skittles, Doritos, whatever.
sorry. The question is with wood.
The question is that the problem is that you're adding you. You only have to use I, not you.
Okay. Okay, Stephanie. Sorry, teacher, for guys, but I understand
Repeat that question,
question.
Stephanie.
Okay. What snack would you bring to the country club?
I bring
I
would bring hot dogs.
If I go to the country.
I would bring hot dogs if the cloth is if I I don't know, teacher. I don't have imagination to answer this.
If the
This-
club didn't have any,
Mhm.
if I wanted to eat some, if
Is the club wanted? Is that rule? I don't know, teacher.
if the rules permitted it, allowed it.
Sorry.
Yeah, so if the club allowed it.
Is the club allowed? Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Alexandra, can you give me a question, please?
Yes. One would like to practice swimming if she had time.
Alman, answer.
Can you repeat it, please?
When would the lady practice swimming if she had time?
She would practice. She would practice it in the pool if she had a lot of time, a lot of free time.
But the answer is, the question is when.
Okay. She would practice it this week if she finished her homework.
Millie, can you try to use number 3, please?
Yeah, teacher. What could that girl have done if her brother hadn't played with her?
If her brother hadn't?
Played with her.
Mhm. Camila, answer.
Repeat the question, sorry. What could that girl have done if her brother hadn't played with her?
She had conversated with another person if he hadn't played with her.
All right, and let's leave that right there, guys, because Elena just joined to continue the evaluation, okay?
Okay.
Hi, Elena.
How was the weekend?
A little bit tired because I work on weekends.
Oh no, I do too. But it's okay. Yes. At
I
least.
don't anymore.
Thank you, Carrie. Thank you very much. All right. So let's see. What did we have to do? We were going to try to go over application 18 again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we can start with that. You were just practicing it. Very good. Okay, guys. So let's go over the conditionals, all right? Questions and answers. Let's begin with Veronica, please.
The owner of the pool need to hire another lifeguard.
Camila?
Repeat, sorry. My internet is a little bit bad.
The owner of the pool need to hire another lifeguard.
Okay, he might need to hire another lifeguard if the current one has a problem with his health.
Yes. Good. All right. Stephanie, a question.
Okay. What might the guy have bought a beer instead of a cocktail?
Guys, remember that we can help pronunciation.
Cocktail.
It's cocktail.
In English. Cocktail.
Cocktail.
Yes. Alexandra?
Can you repeat it, please?
Yes, of course. Why might the guy have bought a beer instead of a cocktail?
He might buy beer instead of a cocktail because if he's prefer drink when he's at the pool.
Okay, guys, so remind you again that we have to help, right?
Might have bought.
Can you repeat it, please, again?
Why might the guy have bought a beer instead of a cocktail?
He might have bought a beer instead of a cocktail because he's its preferred drink. Is the only drink that it has the club for that moment.
You need to use if.
If he has,
If he had.
if he had either if.
It's okay. Don't worry, Lissandra. I know that it's your first date. Don't worry. Don't worry. Let's have Olman with a question.
Okay, hi teacher.
Hello.
Will the lifeguard take his lunch at 1 p.m.?
Okay, Viviana.
Okay. Yes, he will. Yes, he will if he takes. If he finishes his work, he can takes it at 1 p.m.
Okay, guys, we're not paying close attention. Millie, please, a question.
Okay. What would the girl have done if her brother hadn't played with her?
Iris?
Can you repeat the second part? Sorry.
Yes. If her brother hadn't played with her.
Okay. She would have I don't know,
She would have
taken a nap if he
brother haven't played with him.
If his brother didn't want to play with her.
Hadn't played.
If her brother hadn't.
If his brother hadn't played with her.
Okay, Valeria. How about the second conditional?
Sure. Let me see. How could the lifeguard get a raise at his job?
Natalie?
Okay. He could get a raise in his job if he did it very well.
Okay. Alrighty, guys. So what do you think? 1 or 2?
I think 2.
I mean, what?
Carrie, what do you think?
They would benefit from some practice, so 1.
I agree as well. We can practice a little bit more. Okay, now we can continue with the spin-off for so and such.
Okay. Well, I have pictures that have like less words. That's how I normally practice with them. Okay.
Well, actually, do they even need it? Do they need the spin-off or just them saying their own so and such statements is enough?
Well, I've practiced with the picture.
Okay, it's okay. Let's do it the way you practice. No problem.
Open it. I had it open on Friday, not today. Let's see. There. These are the first 5, and then I'll show the other 5.
Okay, good. Okay, so let's begin with Natalie.
Okay. The dog was so smelly that the owner had to bait it. And it was such a smelly dog that the owner had to bait it.
Okay, Jose, number 2.
The garage was so cluttered that the couple had to clean it out. It was such a cluttered garage that the couple had to clean it out.
Okay, Millie, number 3.
Okay, she was so weight conscious that she exercised every day.
Mm-hmm.
And she was such a weight conscious person that she exercised every day.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Iris, number 4.
The shirt was so wrinkled that he had to iron it.
Mm-hmm.
It was such a wrinkled shirt that he had to iron it.
Okay, good. Valeria, number 5.
She knit so fast that she could make a sweater in a week.
Mm-hmm.
And she was such a good knitter
Mm-hmm.
that she could make a sweater in a week.
Okay, good. Let's continue with number 6. Mm-hmm. Let's continue with Ullman.
Okay. The floor was so dirty that the man mopped it twice, and it was such a dirty floor that the man mopped it twice.
Mm-hmm. Alexander, no. Stephanie, number 7.
She is so organized that she always pays her bills on time. And she is such an organized person that she always pays her bills on time.
Mm-hmm. Viviana, 8.
The room was so narrow that they have to rearrange the furniture and
Rearrange.
Rearrange.
Okay, rearrange. And it was such a narrow room that they had to rearrange the furniture.
Mm-hmm. Good. Camila, number 9.
The painter painted so poorly that the owner had to repaint the kitchen. It was such a poor paint job that the owner had to repaint the kitchen.
Imagine, yes. Alrighty, and Veronica, number 10.
He sews so well that he patches his own clothes. And he is such a good sewer that he patches his own clothes.
Okie dokie. Guys, what do you think? 1 or 2?
Number 2.
Uh-huh. Carrie, what do you think?
I agree with them. That was a 2.
I agree as well. Very fluent. Good job. Okay, we can continue with the English in Common discussion. What was it about?
Are we telling about addicted to texting, guys?
Oh, yes. Addicted to texting. Oh, my God. Very prominent discussion nowadays. So, guys, if you want, you can take out your English in Common books. And how about if we begin with Iris telling us what the article was about?
Ooh, okay.
I forgot after the weekend.
Yes, I was like, oh.
Ooh.
I was praying. I was like, not me, not me, not me. Okay.
That's the law of attraction right there, Iris.
Definitely.
That's how it works.
Okay. The article was about Emma Singer, right? It was that she was having a little lunch with her friend. They both received texts at the same time, and they were talking. It talks about that they were skilled at doing multiple things and texting.
Mm-hmm.
It also says that the text that in today's, the texting is the first way that teenagers communicate, and also that parents cannot have rule over those cell phones because they own and bought the cell phone themselves. Also,
Guys, remember that we can help. Uh-huh. Olman, say it again.
Okay, so yeah, like they were telling the article is about the important which is to own a cell phone nowadays, and people or children can buy a cell phone now, and it's not a problem for them. And so I think that it's good. The technology nowadays is good, but we need to take a little break without technology, without cell phone, because that is like a drug
Definitely.
Mhm.
Natalie, you wanted to continue?
Okay, continue to this idea. One mother shared her story about her daughter who is addicted to texting. And she says that she's always trying to make her daughter understand that she can be available for her friends all day because it's unhealthy. However, the article stands out that parents can make a deal with their children because the cell phone have many benefits such as safety, easy contact, GPS, tracking, get organized, and reminders, among other things.
Okay, guys, I'm not hearing any help. Remember that we have to help actively. And Veronica, how about if you tell us a little bit about the story in particular of the guy from Brazil that he said that he could do it because...
Also, the article mentioned or make a comparison between teenagers from Japan, US, and Brazil. And specifically from Brazil, it mentioned that the teenagers paid for their own bills, cell phone bills, and this made them more responsible with the uses of their cell phone.
Definitely. And now that you mentioned the other comparisons between Japan and Brazil, what about the kids from Japan, Millie?
Well, in Japan, this girl Emma said that teenagers use the cell phone even more than the United States teenagers. For example, there is a kid who is Kumiko Asuma. She said that she able to test while she was studying or talking on another phone while she was watching TV, or even she texts while she was sleeping.
Can you imagine? Oh my God. That is the next level multitasking.
I don't know how.
Yeah.
I don't know who she's talking to.
Oh my goodness. All right, and let's wrap it up. Jose, do you have any final conclusions?
Teacher, I think my conclusion is that's true that the teenager today was a multiple a good skill with they can
All right.
they are and they can do several things at the same time. They for the is that technology is easier and that the other people they prefer con, they prefer communicate with their friends by sending and receive tests because it's private or I don't know. I think that it's true that the parents has to make a deal with her child because
Okay, Jose, self-correction.
The
parents?
Sorry, I can't hear you well. Do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you perfectly.
Okay. Okay, I think the parents have to do a deal with their children because the cell phone is very important today because they can do it almost all with them. They can use like computer. they can be connected with her friends, with their friends,
Mhm.
with their friends. But it's very important uh, put some restrictions because the time of a telephone is they can't be all the time talking or testing. Um, they have to study, they have to eat, they have to, I don't know, sleep, they have other things without the cell phone.
Mhm.
And it's important use it, but with some restriction and to avoid that they be able to addict to the cell
To be able to be addicts. Do you think
phone.
that's
No, or to avoid the addiction to the cell
okay.
phone.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Alrighty, it's okay. Okie dokie. So what do you think, guys? 1 or 2? Mm-hmm.
I think
Carrie?
Yeah, well, I thought they expressed the idea of the article and they were helping after you scolded them. Yeah, I thought that was a 2.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
I agree. It is a 2. Okay, so yes, I'm seeing here that that Karen just connected.
She's back in, right?
Excellent. She's back. She's back.
Wow.
Hopefully. All right. So yeah, guys, the most important part is self-correction. Now that we are advancing to the advanced level, right? Being redundant. That's the most important part, to self-monitor and self-correct. More than just spewing our ideas, we have to take a step back, pause, and really monitor what we are saying, okay? Because as Carrie said, you were able to express your ideas and actually your arguments were good, but there was mostly some basic grammar structures like coherence between singular and plural, feminine, masculine, that we have to pay close attention to. Okay, so let's pay attention to that in module 27. And let's finish with the questions and answers for the bank note, please. All right. So let's go ahead and start with Veronica, please.
What was the Claire doing on San Francisco one Saturday night? San Francisco Bay.
afternoon.
On Saturday, okay, on Saturday afternoon.
Uh-huh. Camila?
He was out sailing in his small sailboat. Unfortunately, he ventured too far out and currents carried him into the open sea.
Okay, Camila, we can barely hear you. Viviana, question number 2.
What happened as nightfall came?
Mm-hmm. Stephanie?
Miraculously, a ship on its way to England picked him up.
Mm-hmm. Olman?
How much money did he have when he got off the ship in London?
Good. Valeria?
Elena,
Yes.
sorry, before you continue, Karen just asked me she lost connection, so I'm going to join over there.
Okay, thank
because
you.
she says they're by herself.
I'll
So, project this.
continue projecting. Mhm. Thank you. Thank you so much. Do you have the information? I hope that she has the information. It's because there are 2 teachers right now that don't have internet, and all the coaches are in evaluations right now. So then we send the teachers to help out. Okay, let me continue here projecting. I'm sorry, I had to hijack your teacher.
Teacher, I can't.
Oh, Viviana, thank you very much. Oh my God, you're a lifesaver. All right, so we were number 3, right?
Yeah, okay. Having had to pay for his passage, he only had $1 when it stepped ashore, and when he stepped.
Uh-huh.
Okay, when he stepped ashore and ashore,
Mm-hmm.
ashore, and it lasted him a day.
Uh-huh. Good. Iris, number
Thank you,
4.
girls.
how did his luck suddenly change the next day?
Good. Jose?
Okay, number 4. Okay, so someone called him into an elegant house where the butler introduced him.
Butler.
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 Mhm.
The butler introduced him to two elderly gentlemen who began to ask him
Elderly.
questions.
Mhm.
Elderly.
Very good. Ullman?
Number 5, right, teacher?
Correct.
What did the two gentlemen eventually do?
Okay, Natalie?
They gave him an envelope but ordered him not to open it until he had found lodging.
Let's continue with the Stephanie.
Okay. Did the clerk follow their instructions?
Camila?
Sorry, which number? I fell asleep.
6. Answer.
Oh my God!
I work on weekends. My free day is on Friday, I mean.
Oh, Camila, I'm so sorry. Don't worry. Number 6, the answer.
No, once out of sight, he opened the envelope which contains of money. Sight. Out of sight, he opened the envelope which contains of money and a letter. Terribly hungry, he rushed to the nearest eating house.
Viviana?
What happened at the end at the
Eating.
eating house? Eating house. Eating house.
Eating.
Eating house.
Eating.
Yes.
Millie?
When Cain realized there was a £1,000,000 note in the envelope. The letter stated that it was a loan to be returned at the same address a month later.
Okay, let's continue with Valeria.
Why was he invited to the ambassador's party, and whom did he meet there?
Stephanie. Stephanie, you're on mute.
Yes, sorry, sorry.
Don't worry.
Okay, he had become a celebrity. First, he met Portia and fell in love with her. Second, he met an old friend who was in deep financial trouble.
Okay, let's continue with Jose, question?
Yes. What was the business arrangement between the two friends?
Natalie?
He helped his friend sell a mine by letting him use his celebrity name. It was sold for £2 million, which they shared equally.
Veronica?
What transpired when the clerk went to return the loan 30 days later?
Ullman?
Okay, the two elderly men had made a bet. A man with nothing but £1 million note would starve to death. Starved to death and end up in jail if he couldn't account for his possession of it.
Possession.
Okay, the winner, who happened to be Portia's stepfather, won £20,000 and offered the clerk any position he wanted in his business.
Okay, good job, guys. Alrighty, what do you think? 1 or 2?
2.
2.
I agree. It's a 2 as well. Good. Thank you very much, Viviana, for the help. Okie dokie, guys. So that is it for the evaluation. Welcome to Module 27, the advanced program.
Thank you.
So, thank you. So we are going to work on the application for exercise 15 and for exercise 18. So, but the rest is okay. So yes, remember what I told you. Remember to pay close attention, right, to what we are stating, because the advanced program is all about polishing, and that way you become independent users when you leave the program, okay? So paying a lot of self-monitoring and self-correction.
Teacher.
Yeah.
Sorry. How many modules do we have in this advanced part?
So it's a total of 35 modules.
Okay.
So 27, 28, 29, 30,
Mhm.
31. There you go.
Nice.
That's why I'm an English teacher. With my fingers. Okay, so
Thank
I'm
you.
telling your teacher to come back. Let me see. I'm done.
Teacher, are we going to get the advanced diploma, right?
Yes, you are. In some cases, the ones who know, right? Some are under a process, a diagnosis process, right? So once we are all done with the processes, you will all get your certificates. Okay. All right. We can come back. I'll get to her class.
Teacher.
Yeah.
And now the title is in PDF, right?
Yep. It's now sent to you via PDF. That way you don't have to obviously go to the site and be more in danger.
Okay.
When are we going to receive that? It's because I'm in a hiring process and I need to certificate my English level, so I need to certify my English level. Thank you. So I need to receive it as soon as possible.
Okay, so the thing is that if there are some students that have processes going on, so it all depends on how we finish with the processes. In your particular case, I can send it to you, but usually we wait until all the processes have been covered. But if it's truly necessary for your process, obviously your hiring process, send me an email, and so that way I can ask the people from customer service to send it to you.
And what is your email? Sorry.
It's ecalderon.
Okay, give me a moment.
ecalderon@intensa.com.
Intensa.com.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Elena.
Yes.
Should we have a specific test?
A
specific test at the end of this course? I mean, in the advanced.
Yes, you will take the MET test, the certifying test. Yes.
Teacher.
Yes.
And we have to pay for that test, right?
Yes, you will have to pay for it, but when the time comes, around 3 months before, I will be coming to tell you. The graduation fees are $120 that you can pay in certain tracts or in one tract or in 2 tracts, but the customer service agents will tell you when you can pay them and how much it is.
But what happened if the last month
what happens?
we want what happens? We want finish all the month. We don't have to pay for all the month.
The thing is that if you don't pay for the graduation fee, it's because you're not paying for the test. You're paying for the rights to graduate, right? So if you don't pay
asking,
for
like, for example, sorry, I think he's asking if they graduate like on the 15th instead of the end of the month. So I think it's like from your pay dates, Alman, like the day you pay, like the days that are missing, right? So if it's not.
Okay.
Yeah. No, you just
don't have
pay
to
for
pay
the.
all the month.
No. You just pay
No,
until
you pay for the days you would be in
final day,
class.
right?
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah, that was my question.
No. But yeah. So yeah, if you are going to finish like on the 15th, that's how much you have to pay. Yeah. Okay, so teacher, all yours. Welcome to module 27.
Thank you.
You'll just have
Welcome
to
to the advanced
practice.
module.
Thank you.
Yes, I'll come and work with you guys as well because there are some practices that we have to practice in the advanced program. So I'll come back on, what do you think, Wednesday or Thursday to check the application?
To do the retest?
Yeah. Camila, Wednesday.
Today's Tuesday.
Today's
I was like,
Monday.
wait, let me see. Let's do it on Thursday.
Okay, let's do it on Thursday. Exactly. Okay, so I'll come back on Thursday, guys. Have a nice evening. Thank you, Carrie. Yes.
Elena, please check your email.
Okay, will do. Okie dokie. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Hey guys, so
Teacher, I'm nervous
why?
because this module seems that it's going to be hard.
No.
Teacher, nervous too. At the weekend, we we did a lot of exercise in the mid boot, in the grammar boot.
Yeah, but you don't have grammar anymore. After module 26, you
Yes,
don't practice
but you
the
said
grammar
but
book.
practicing, but I had practiced the conditional.
Yeah, you
Teacher,
if you personally feel you don't understand the grammar, you always have to practice it, right? That's why personally, I have always told you guys, you have my email, you have my phone number. If you want me to check questions and answers, I'll gladly do it. But I mean, like in class, no. Outside of class, yeah.
Teacher,
Okay.
and with side by side too?
Oh yeah, you don't use side by side anymore.
Okay.
Yoo-hoo.
But Camila, you had a question?
Yes. At this point, we are only able to speak and speak and speak, right?
Yeah, you start speaking a lot more in these modules.
This is better. I mean, we need to practice a little bit more our pronunciations and our fluency. So it is going to be the best option for people in hiring processes.
Teacher, you are mute.
Sorry. Oh, we still practice a little bit of everything, right? Like we still do grammar, we still do improvs, right? But a lot of the activities is listening and doing retellings and grammar, and you speak a lot more.
Teacher, how many days that has this module?
How many days does this module have?
This module is the last line.
No, these modules normally are from like 8 to 9 days. Some 7, like a module 27 is a module that should have 7 days, right? As long as you're doing well.
Please do it well. Mates, please do it well.
Sometimes it can take a little bit more, guys. It's not just that you're not doing a bad job, but sometimes there are going to be things, right, that are like complicated, all right? And it's all right. All right, guys. So take out your listening books. Turn to 72, please.
Which page, teacher?
Dude, 1 second. 72. You listen. No, listening. It should be 72. Okay. Unit 22.
Drivers.
Hold up. Is that the previous teacher's like, hey, can you come back? I'm like, but I'm with my group. Hold
Sure.
up. Are you there?
Send to
It's
teacher
with us.
Rears.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So,
Teacher, I need to eat.
that's something like, can you, Viviana, listen and eat something? Like, I can't help you there, Viviana. Like, we're a little distant, okay? But I've never told you can't eat. As long as you don't have your mic on and I hear you chewing, right? Or that you're distracted, eat a cookie or something, all right? All right.
Passage 3. Questions 6 through 8. Listen to a discussion from a geography class. Discussion is about rivers.
Today we're going to talk about the parts of a river: the head, the mouth, and the delta. First of all, what's the difference between the head of a river and the mouth of a river? Gail?
The mouth of a river is the place where a river starts, and the head of a river is the place where the river ends.
Try again, Gail.
Oh, did I have that backwards?
You did. A river starts at its head and ends at its mouth. Now, the last part of a river that we need to discuss is the delta. Can anyone tell me what shape a delta is? Steve? Steve seems to need some help. Can anyone help Steve out? Yes, Tom.
A delta is a triangular shape.
Yes. And what about a river delta? What exactly is a river delta, Tom?
A river delta is a triangular piece of land that may appear at the mouth of a river. A river delta forms when sand and soil are pushed from the riverbanks downriver to the mouth of the river.
You seem to understand this material well, Tom, unlike some of the other students.
Number 6. Listen again to part of the passage. Then answer the question.
The mouth of a river is the place where a river starts, and the head of a river is the place where the river ends.
Try again, Gail.
What does the professor mean when she says this?
Try again, Gail.
Number 7. Listen again to part of the passage. Then answer the question.
Can anyone tell me what shape a delta is? Steve? Steve seems to need some help. Can anyone help Steve out?
Why does the professor say this?
Steve seems to need some help. Can anyone help Steve out?
Number 8. Listen again to part of the passage. Then answer the question.
You seem to understand this material well, Tom, unlike some of the other students.
What does the professor mean when she says this?
Sorry. All right, guys. So 72 rivers. Natalie, can you read number 6 for me and give me the answer, please? And if anything, I put everyone on mute because I heard some background noise, but I don't know who it was, just so you know.
Yes, okay, teacher. What does the professor mean when she says this? Try again. It's letter C. You should change your response.
Yeah, very good. Ullman, number 7. Ullman, remember you're on mute.
Sorry, teacher. Teacher, is your bad teacher.
I literally just told you, so it's not my bad.
Teacher, I'm joking, teacher. Okay, I think it's letter B, teacher.
But read the question, dude. Why?
Yeah, okay. Why does the professor say this? Letter B? To
What does letter B
indicate that
say?
Stephen does not seem to know the answer.
Yeah, very good. I told you, Ullman, stop giving me the lazy answers.
Okay, teacher. Sorry.
Advanced modules, complete
I
answers,
I need to eat something too, teacher.
Oh, yeah. Now everyone needs to eat something. All right, and Jose, can you help me with number 8, please? Same thing, Jose. Remember, you're on mute.
Okay, thank you, teacher. What does the professor mean when she says this? I think, teacher, is that you need to understand me. Or some other student help you.
First option. Good job.
It would be A, because he was the only one that understood the information. A, you did a good job. All right, guys, and you're going to go ahead and also turn to page 74, well, unit 74. You're going to do Alpha Centauri. It's in the middle of the page, guys, so you guys don't say, teacher, but no, it's the Robin. No. In the middle of the page, it says Alpha Centauri, okay? And it has questions 4, 5, and 6. Those are the ones you're going to answer, okay?
Teacher, 74.
Yes, 74.
Okay.
Passage 2. Questions 4 through 6. Listen to a lecture in an astronomy class. The lecture is on Alpha Centauri.
The nearest star system to our sun is the Alpha Centauri system.
Alpha Centauri isn't just one star. Instead, it's 3 stars. These 3 stars are called Alpha Centauri A, Alpha Centauri B, and Proxima Centauri. Alpha Centauri A is a star much like our Sun. It's brighter than the other 2 stars in this system. The other 2 stars orbit around Alpha Centauri A. Alpha Centauri B isn't quite as bright as Alpha Centauri A. Alpha Centauri B orbits around Alpha Centauri A. It takes about 80 years for Alpha Centauri B to orbit around Alpha Centauri A. Proxima Centauri is the dimmest of the 3 stars in the system. This very faint star orbits around the other 2 stars in the system. It orbits around both Alpha Centauri A and Alpha Centauri B. It takes Proxima Centauri about 1,000,000 years to orbit around the other 2 stars in the 3-star system.
Number 4. How is the information in the passage organized? Number 5. Is each of these mentioned in the passage? This question is worth 2 points. 2 points for 4 correct answers. 1 point for 3 correct answers. And 0 points for 2, 1, or 0 correct answers. Number 6. Which stars orbit the others? This question
All right, guys, so let's go ahead and check. Valeria, can you read number 4 for me, please?
Sure. How is the information in the passage organized? Oh my God. I think number A, maybe. I be in the A or the D. 3 different star systems near our sun are classified.
What are they classified as?
I think like the nearest and all that. But
It's not a classification.
Number D, right?
Oh,
God, is there another option, I guess?
Always, right? A, B. Let's choose B. It was A.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, it would be D. 3 different stars in a star system are described. We learn about them, but they're not classified. I mean, for stars to be classified, right, it needs more information. Like, okay, this would be a dwarf star or this or that, okay?
Okay. Got it.
Is each of these mentioned in the passage? Iris, is the age of the stars mentioned?
No.
Millie, the brightness of the stars?
Yes.
Millie, you're on mute.
Yeah. Yes.
Alexandra, the distance of the stars from each other?
Yes. Sorry. No.
No. And Stephanie, don't worry. The length of time it takes the stars to complete their orbits.
Yes.
Very good. And let's go to which stars orbit the others. Tell me the information for Alpha Centauri B. Viviana? Viviana, you're on mute.
Okay, the number B is Alpha Centauri B. I don't know if my answer is right, but I think it's the number 1.
Can you read number 1 for me, please?
Orbits around one of the other stars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Camilla, Alpha Centauri A. What can you tell me about Alpha Centauri A?
Could someone help me, because it was a little bit complex.
Don't worry, maybe Veronica, do you have the answer?
The number 2 has 2 stars orbiting around
Okay.
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Has 2 stars orbiting around it.
Orbiting.
Yeah.
And obviously, right, Proxima Centauri would be 3. Orbits around the 2 other stars. Okay.
Yes.
Questions, guys?
No.
No. All right. Guys, I'm going to take attendance because I don't know, it's switching classes and everything. Elena, I forgot. So Alexandra,
Present.
Camila,
Not present. I need to sleep.
hopefully when's your day off?
Friday, she said.
No, because she said she works weekend. Well, I don't know. Well, when don't you have to work, Camila?
Yes. What?
When's your day off?
My day off is in Wednesday and Friday. They are separated.
Ooh, yeah, that's terrible. On Wednesday and on Friday.
On,
Remember for
on
days
Wednesday, on Wednesday and on Friday. They are separated because of Prime Week.
Oh yeah. Ooh. Well, at least you have 2 days off, right? There's some people that don't even have that.
Yeah, there's people that still have the audacity of submitting OT. I mean, what?
Submitting OT? Yeah, no, that's crazy.
But how many hours do you have to work?
Yes.
8.
I think she works 9. Well, with the how many hours do you work, Camila? 9 with an hour of lunch, or do you work 8 and half an hour lunch?
9.
Mm-hmm.
And 9 hours of suffering.
Well, 8. You have an hour of lunch and 2
But
breaks.
I still suffer because of my stress and my anxiety.
Oh yeah, no. When I left to work, like I was like, oh, no, my time to eat, my time to watch memes. But all right. So Camila's there. Stephanie?
Here.
Iris?
Present.
Jose?
Present.
Millie?
Here.
Natalie?
Present.
Olman?
Present.
Valeria?
Here.
Valeria, that's her new name, right? Veronica?
Present.
And Viviana?
Present, teacher.
So, it's a habit to say the first name, not the middle name.
If you want to say my first name, I don't.
You don't have a problem.
No, I don't have a problem with that.
No,
In my word, everyone
calls you Sharon?
all the people say me Sharon, because I work with someone who calls Valeria too. So
whose name is Valeria?
Whose name is Valeria? So it's the same.
So it's like you respond to both. Okay.
Yeah.
all right. Let's see. Take out your English in common, guys, please, and turn to page 19. No, I don't need this. Why do I have this in my hand? Page 19, guys. It should be making a living, just so you know. Let me move here. Alright.
Everyone will going to end like that.
Well, this is physical therapy, so it's not retirement. But all right, let's go to warm up. Number 1, can you read the instructions and question number 1 for me, Natalie, please?
Okay, discuss the questions. Which of the following jobs are not in the photos? Journalist, civil engineer, social worker, physical therapist, and surgeon.
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 Sir. Like when you say yes, sir. Surgeon. Okay.
Surgeon.
Mm-hmm. Right. So let's look at the pictures. Natalie, do you see a journalist in these pictures?
No. Yes.
Yes, in letter D. Picture letter D. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely, right? That's
She's a journalist.
Jose, do you see a civil engineer in these pictures?
Yes, the number letter C.
Mm-hmm. Let's see who's after Jose. Olman, do you see a social worker in these pictures?
Yeah.
A social worker?
No, teacher. Sorry, teacher.
Let me know where. Yeah, no.
I was thinking about letter A.
Okay. No. Social workers, remember, it's like the people that work with kids and all that, right? To help them get out of bad environments.
Like Bunny.
Basically, yeah. Valeria, do you see a physical therapist in these pictures?
Yeah, number 1. Number A. Letter A.
That happens so often, and even to me, I'm like, letter one, A isn't a letter. That one.
Yeah, the first one.
And Iris, do you see a surgeon in these pictures?
Yes, in B.
Yeah, very good. Any questions on number one, guys?
No.
Teacher, can you repeat the pronunciation of option B?
Surgeon.
Surgeon.
Surgeon. Surgeon.
Thank you.
That's what I'm here for. Hey, Millie, can you read number 2, please, for me? Oops, sorry, I moved it to
Briefly, what do you think each job in the photos involves?
So tell me, Millie, what do you think it involves to be a physical therapist?
Is a person who help another person that
a person who
helps who helps another person that have a problem with for example he can walk, or maybe somebody has a difficult physical condition that they can move properly, and they have to move any leg or arm with an they can't move a leg or arm so good that I don't know, they have to go and they have to do some specific exercise that help them to improve it.
All right, very good. Alexandra, being a surgeon, what do you think being a surgeon involves?
Extra work, having you say I don't have the words.
Working hours?
Yeah. Work hours to study every day because every day you have a new treatment, also new disease on the world, and also to be they need also to have real how you say perfect sign to look for the to their patients.
Perfect what, Alexandra?
To be to look for their patients,
like to look after their patients.
Yeah, look after the patients.
Okay. And also the person who needs to be more careful.
Yeah, they need to be very careful, obviously, right? Because they have people's lives in their hands, literally. All right. It's Stephanie. What do you think it means to be a? What do you have to do in a civil engineer?
Teacher, you could ask me D, and I could tell you everything about it.
All right, then I'll ask you D.
Okay. Yeah.
Why are you a journalist?
No, but
you like it.
I do know more about it. I mean, I don't know what the civil engineer does, like create machines or something. I don't know.
Like
building
plans.
build.
Yeah, it's more like they, not the design because that would be abstract, but they help right with the building, the numbers, and all that.
Okay.
So can someone help me with this, guys? What does a civil engineer do?
It is responsible for making buildings, to know which type of material they need depending on the type the type of the land they are using, to know how to read the maps, the design that architects do for their new buildings, are responsible for doing the how you say right now, I don't remember.
The what?
The ones,
what do you mean?
The subways, and also all the
tunnels.
The tunnels.
Or
the roads for airplanes and other like
Sí, hay
routes
todos
that
los
we
días
used
con-
to travel by car or by plane.
Yeah.
Teacher,
And
and how?
Stephanie, well, then tell me,
Sorry,
Viviana, sorry.
and
Yeah.
how? Or the word measuring distances of the man? He's measuring.
What?
Measuring. I don't know the pronunciation. Midiendo, measuring distance.
Measuring.
Measuring. Ah, okay.
To measure what?
Distances.
Distances.
Distances. Ah, okay. He's measuring distances.
Es más lang. Distances.
Distances.
Stephanie, tell me what do you do as a journalist, or what do you think it involves?
Okay, well, it involves the fact that a person who does that, he or she needs to find the most, does that, okay, has to find the most interesting and newest news that are important for a specific public. Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go to number 3 right there. Viviana, can you read it for me, please?
Okay. Which of that jobs would you most like to do? Why or why not?
Least. Most least.
Most least.
I can.
So tell me, Viviana.
Well, okay.
You can go after Alexandra.
Okay.
So tell me, Viviana, which one would you most like to do?
Okay, I like surgeon because I think he's trying to help and it's hard work. I like that. And
hard
work.
Help?
Work hard?
Hardest.
Hardest. Ah, okay,
Work
right.
hard.
Hardest work.
No, you're not comparing.
No.
You're talking about a person.
Works hard.
Worker.
Worker.
Yeah.
That would be it. Or works hard, Natalie, okay?
And the list that I don't like, maybe is a social worker. I think it's a word.
But no, the ones in the picture.
Okay, B. Okay, I think he's better because it takes a lot of patience to pay attention what he's doing, and he's attending very well the person. He can work.
A physical therapist is the one you wouldn't like, or?
When he's working, he can't.
No. Which one would you not like?
Okay, I don't like social worker.
No, but it has to be from the pictures. Not these lists, the ones in the pictures, Viviana. Which one do you not like? The physical therapist, the surgeon, the civil engineer, the journalist.
The picture B. A. I don't like that.
No, okay. What's picture A?
Teacher, well, I can hear clearly. Sorry.
Why won't you like the physical therapist?
Okay. Why I don't like it?
Why do you like it the least?
No, I don't like it. Because I think the old man or the old people need a lot of attention.
Well, not only old people go to physical therapy. I had to go to physical therapy when I was 20 because of an accident. So it's not only old people.
Yes, teacher, but you need to help them. It's different. It's different if you are only like a robot making a surgeon. Not the same when you are in the social work, because if you are in a social work, you need to talk
You talked about A, Viviana.
Yes, A.
Physical therapy. And not social work. That's physical therapist, not social work.
A and B. I talk about A and B.
You said, okay, B you like. I understood that.
Yeah.
What I'm correcting is that you said A is social work. That is not social work. That's
okay. No. Okay. So the number A. Okay, it's physical therapy. Okay, physical therapist. Okay, I don't like that. Yeah, the number
why?
A. Okay, because I told you, you need to be very patient. Teacher,
Uh-huh. But is that you're talking about old people, but physical therapy can be for everyone, Viviana. As I told you, I did physical therapy when I was 20. Physical therapies are therapists are the ones that help you when you have like an injury. Like for example, if you're in a car crash and you broke your arm and you can't move it, they're the ones that help you with the movement again. So they're the ones, or like that you have an injury, right?
Okay,
So
right.
it's not really only old people. It can be anyone, okay? But yeah, they do need to be patient. So you aren't patient. That's it.
Okay, yeah, right. Well, so, okay, now I understand it. Okay, they can help and they can't make a lot of work, and maybe they work in the home or in different places, so it demands a lot of time, because if they are working, they need maybe
I think that what she tries to say is that it's a huge demanding work because she needs to be in charge of all the movement that the patient is doing.
Yeah.
In that moment, she don't like it very much, that part.
And Alexandra, what about you? What do you want to tell me?
Okay.
Which one do you like the most and don't?
I will say that how you say civil engineer is the one I like most because I am engineer, but I'm not in that field. And it is very, I think that very happy to have numbers. They are honest every time. And that the list at least I like it for those four is to be a surgeon because I don't like to work extra hours. I like my time, my free time. I want to have every schedule in everything I want. I don't have to be giving more time. And that is all.
Okay. Camila, what about you?
I don't know. I mean, I would not be an engineer because it is too complex to me. I don't know math, and how do you say, it's a trampa. I cheated on the final exam in high school. I mean,
Camila, you did.
yes, I did. Let me tell you a secret. When I was on the finals on high school bachillerato in Spanish, I had a friend that had an Apple Watch, and he was so good at math, and he only sent me via airdrop all the information about the options to mark.
Camila!
Yes, I did
I
it.
would have never expected that from you, Camila.
but I mean, it was not that good. I approved with an 80.
That's it. You didn't do anything, but you proved
I approved, but in biology, I needed to study a lot, and I approved. But I mean, I would never study something related to math. Never.
Okay.
I hate it with all my soul. I mean, if I had better teachers or better leads, I would like it. But I mean, actually, I don't like math.
All right. It happens. And which one would you like? Camila? And which one would you like? Or which one do you like the most?
I like journalism because it is about to investigate. I mean, not investigating my job, but investigating things that you truly like. Not to do IB, but to do research about topics that you like. Music, entertainment, cultures. I mean, it is more diverse than study something that is strict on processes. More free to apply in any files.
Okay, very good. All right, let's go to number 2. Can you read the instructions for me, please, Veronica?
Think of a job for each quality in the box.
Mhm. So over here, it can be any job, guys. It doesn't have to be any of those 4 in the picture, okay? Any job you can think of. Chef, teacher, I don't know, football coach, whatever you think would apply, okay? So let's read the first one. Can you read the first one for me, please, Veronica?
Stay calm under pressure.
Mm-hmm. So tell me, in which job do you think you have to stay calm under pressure, Veronica?
I know that you say that in not specifically in the picture, but in option B, the doctor has to learn to work under pressure.
I mean, it's not that you don't have to use them. It's that, right? I was giving you a wider expand in case you needed it. Okay?
But I think that is a very
good example.
Yes, because if something goes wrong, you have to keep calm and keep working.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Be a people person. Jose, who needs to be a people person?
I think the salesman, okay, has to be people person because all the time he had or they have to talk with another person. With okay, for me the people that work with the other people has to be a people person like salesman, like the journalists and therapists too, um, teachers,
Customer service.
customer
People
service.
that work with
Yes,
people.
yes, people that work with people. Yes.
All right. Yeah, very good. And Natalie, in what profession do you need to be a good listener?
Okay, I think the journalist needs to be a good listener because journalist needs to be.
How? You're saying journalists, so journalists.
Okay, yes, sorry, in plural. Journalists need to be a good listener because if they
good listeners, because you're talking in plural again.
Need to be
good listeners.
Good listeners. Yeah. I mean, because if they need to interview a person, they need to write an article or something like that. They need to be they need to be very careful with the details.
Right. Olman, where do you need to be a self-starter?
Okay. Teacher, what does mean self-starter? What does self-starters mean?
Very good. Be a self-starter is when you by yourself do something like, oh, okay, I want to start a recycling program. I'm going to investigate how and I'm going to do it. So you're the one that automatically starts doing something by yourself, okay?
This applies for every job.
Okay, I think that it could be letter D, teacher.
I mean, it can be any job. You don't have to use any of the picture if you don't want to.
Yeah, could be a lot of job, but in this case, I am going to tell you letter D.
Huh? What's letter D? I don't know. I don't have the picture in my hand.
Okay, because you have to.
No, what job is it?
I don't know what is that. What is the name of the journalist? Okay, because you need to be smart person to make a lot of good questions.
But I mean, it has to be a people person, right? I mean, be a self-starter. So how in journalists or journalism, sorry.
Okay.
Can you be a self-starter? It has to
I
go
don't
with
know.
that quality element. Okay, or what job can you be a self-starter? Like, for example, an entrepreneur has to be a self-starter, right? He's going to say, okay, I'm going to start a company. It's what I want to do, and it's what I'm going to happen, okay? So what kind of jobs are like that? Or can someone help?
In which word we are? Self-starter.
Be a self-starter.
This can apply for every job, actually.
Yeah, if you want to start a company or something like that, the initials, or if you want to open a shop, maybe.
Well, those are entrepreneurs, right? They're starting their own shop. They're starting things, right? Managers are ones that are also always compared and self-starter, right? It's like the first thing that comes to mind, right? That people say, oh yeah, definitely that's a self-starter, okay? Let's go to the fourth one. Have a can-do attitude. Valeria?
Like a can-do attitude is like a good attitude, maybe?
Yeah, like a happy attitude. Yes, definitely. Oh, I can do that. Oh, you need help. But yes, I can help you with that.
Maybe a trainer. It could be a person who works in a gym because they need to have a good attitude to help a person who don't have it or person who doesn't have it. And person who had a like a less love self. It could be
self-love.
Self-love.
All right.
Or maybe a leader. Why not?
Definitely a leader also.
Yeah, I think a manager too, because sometimes the leader can, the manager have to lead a group of people. So if he had, I don't know, imagination or have the goals, she can guide the other people.
Yeah, make a good environment. Or if you work in a place who everyone is happy or everyone have a good attitude, you can do your work well or better.
All right. Thank you, girls. Iris, have an eye for detail. What job comes to mind?
I think that's a very good question. I think an engineer, I mean, or how do you say that? Architect, or an architect. I mean, if you miss something, it would be a totally fail. You will lose a lot of money. So it's a job for perfectionist people.
Perfectionist.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Very good. Lily, bring out the best in other people.
Psychologist, teacher, maybe because also I think they have to be a good listener and they have to help you to, well, if you have any problem with someone, they sometimes they help you
Uy,
to
no, estoy en
help you.
clases, estoy en clases.
So, yeah, I think that psychologist.
Okay, be good with numbers. Alexandra, who needs to be good with numbers?
Su marido
Civil
ya
engineer. All the engineers need to be
no, mañana le cuento, ¿verdad? El
Administrators.
gimnasio. Sí.
Financials.
Financial advisors.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Stephanie, be a team player. Who needs to be a team player?
To be honest, the first thing that comes to my mind, it's soccer player, something related to sports.
Yeah, definitely. Team players. Okay. And Vienna, what comes to mind when you hear be able to meet a tight deadline? Viviana,
Okay,
you're on mute.
yes. Oh, I think that is when you are planning something small time.
When you have a small amount of time to complete something.
Yes, it's
But the
complete.
job, remember.
Yes, in the job or when you can to complete something in a short time. I think that is
But which jobs do you have to meet deadlines? Like, I don't know, managers, engineers,
well, I
firefighters.
think is for example sometimes in the physical therapist or surgeon that you need to complete something surgeon in a short time, for example 10 surgery in 3 days
A surgery. They have to do a surgery.
in 3 days or
Okay. Guys, questions on that?
Nope.
Nobody, nope.
All right, so let's read number 3. Camila, can you read 3 for me, please? Camila, you're on mute.
Me?
Yes.
Which of the process on exercise 3 apply to you? I don't know every phrase, but I mean, be a self-starter.
Be a self-starter, Okay.
Self-starter because sometimes people don't own the ownership to do things. Like sometimes they know the problem, but they not move forward to find a solution. They, for example, they have a problem with their family and they know the solution is to reach a psychologist and they stay quiet about it.
To consult.
Yes.
To consult a psychologist.
To consult a psychologist. And sometimes we need to be the owners of our own progress or our own problems. Because life is still continuous and we need to resolve things before it gets more complicated to resolve.
Complicated.
It gets complicated to resolve.
Yeah.
So if I have a problem, I immediately call the person. I immediately reach help. I immediately talk to people, and
reach
I'm
out.
like,
Reach
out to people to help. And we need to be more self-conscious and we need to be self-started persons.
Yeah, definitely very good. Yes, I agree 100%. Veronica, what about you? Which of these phrases do you think applies to you?
Maybe self-starter. When I always have to improve my knowledge by myself.
I'm sorry. What do you work as, Veronica?
I'm a chemist.
Really? That's super cool. I had never met someone that studied that. Well, I'm sorry. I think it's super cool because I saw Breaking Bad, right? But obviously, I know it's not like that. Like I just imagine. No, without the drugs, obviously. But like I imagine that's super cool. Like to have the thoughts or the process to create things. Like
yes, I really love science. Also, for my current job, be able to meet tight deadlines and be good with numbers also.
Yeah, I can imagine. Imagine like a milligram off, right? It's like, oops, no, that's not that anymore. All right, very good. Cool. I'm super excited about your job. Like if it was my job. All right. But I mean, do you practice being a chemist or do you work at something else?
In those days, no, I'm not in these days, I'm not in a lab. But my last work, yes, I work in yes, in the lab.
Wow, cool, amazing. Natalie, what about you? Tell me, which of these qualities apply to you or which quality?
Okay, I think I could apply be good with numbers because I am a business administrator. So I am working in a finance department. Yes, every day I need to review some bills, some budgets because some budgets. Yes, I mean I need to review balance. So I need to be a good with numbers. I need to be a good with the calculation.
Well, calculation, if the thing is, right, like, 2 plus 2 is 4, that's a calculation. Calculator is the thing you use, like, to give you answers. Okay. All right, very good, okay. Let's see, and Valeria, why don't you tell me which ones? No, I think I've heard only girls. Where are my guys? Ah, my guys are in the top right corner, that's why. Hey, oh man, why don't you tell me which of those apply to you? Oh my goodness, that there's only 2 guys in this group, right? And I'm like, yeah, out of like 10, there's only 5. But
Yeah.
okay, let's show some guy support. Omen, why don't you tell me which of those qualities apply to you? And remember, you're on mute, Omen. Omen? All right, or Jose, the other guy in the group.
Okay. Okay.
No, es que ahí voy
Um,
todos los días donde Álvaro
I
todos los
think
días y me cobran lo mismo.
um, I'm good with the
Ahí
numbers.
también, ahí me cobran
With
todo
numbers.
y voy todos los
With
días.
numbers, yes, thank you.
Y donde Álvaro son 2 días.
Because I am an administrator, but I worked in sales all my life. Be a people person when I have to do. I
When you
think
had to, like, what, talk to clients?
yes, when I have when I have
Él
to
cobra 15,000
attend
por
the
mes 2 días
clients,
a la
we
semana.
talk with the
Allá
clients,
son 12,000
with
todos los días, de
um,
lunes a
the
domingo.
customer service. It's very important. I have to give to my
Ah, sí.
clients that.
Falté un día y me toca solo un día.
Stay calm under pressure all the months at the end when you are close the month.
Oh, yeah, closing inventory.
Yes, you
Yeah, they
have
say that's
to
terrible.
you have to you have to
Be relaxed.
yes, relax because less I don't know some thousands of dollars to sales. Wow. Um, yeah. I think be able to meet the deadlines because all the time I have to finish some work in this time or a time on time. Okay. I think that's is my
Those are your qualities.
yes. I think
All right, very good. Thank you, Jose. All right, guys, so we're going to leave that right there. Don't put your English and common away because we're recording when we come back, we're going to do page 20, okay? So I have that it's 8:01. Go ahead and go to your break, and I'll see you guys at 8:16, okay?
See ya.
Sí, a mí también. Sí, yo lo uso mucho. Yo lo uso para todo. ¿Para qué? Para todo. Porque usted hace algo y lo deja ahí tapado. Sí, pero le dije a mami que trajera de todo marisco. Ah, bueno, sí, marisco. Pescado. Yo le dije que lo trajera para hacer un arroz. ¿Cómo se llama? Para poder sentir la necesidad de creer en ti. No, mami, donde Álvaro es muy caro. Mami, Álvaro es muy caro. Pero rico, ¿verdad? Sí, mami, usted no me escucha. Mami, ¿me escuchó? Pero ella me no corrió porque venía yo. Mami, hay que gritar con usted. Mami, ya voy. Mami, yo no voy a comer más, pero bien. Eso no me dio chanchito. Mami, ella seguro no quiere. ¿Para qué no comió primero? Vea, le voy a dejar un poquito porque a ella le gusta mucho. Si quiere a Fabián primero que ella le va a salir. ¿La Celeste no está? ¿Celeste? ¿Celeste? No está. ¿Sí? No, está apagado todo. De esto es de María Celeste, voy a esconderse. Voy a ver. Que la agarre primero que la agarre. No, a ella le gusta mucho. Que esta pierna. Vea, me empezó un dolor aquí. Me bajaba hasta abajo. Por frío me dolía aquí. Fui donde Lorena y no aguantaba subir la grada. Le hacía aquí. Me dolía. Ya ayer era allá abajo, aquí, en la pantorrilla. Ya ahora es aquí. Gracias por la atención prestada. Yo la escuché. ¿Esas solo dolores? ¿Y sabes dónde me duele? Aquí, aquí, aquí. No, que primero me dolía y me va corriendo. Está raro eso, ¿verdad? Mami, si no vienen me lo mando yo. Ya ahora me duele, es aquí. Donde muevo la pierna, aquí. Bueno, la muevo y no me duele, es cuando camino. ¿La escuchó? Donde amacizo. Yo la muevo y no me duele. Pero donde yo hago aquí, para hacer una grasa. Porque la gente tiene que aceptarse así mismo. Déjeme la taja escondida de su mamá. Ay, mami, escondida. No diga eso, ni que mi mamá no dejara. Ahí yo donde ella deja. No, no deja. Sí, sí dejan, yo he visto. ¿A la fuerza? No, no habla lo que no es cierto. Bueno, me deja una parte. Hacer la mañana licuada con cas. Mami, denme algo para guardar la piña. Algo para guardar la piña. Sí, eso, para la masa, aquí. Donde la deja hecha. Porque si no,
That hurts. All right, guys. So let me go ahead and sorry, I just ran upstairs and take attendance. Alexandra. Alexandra. Camila.
Not present, I need to sleep.
Here, but not totally here.
Hi, teacher, I am here. Sorry, is that I am eating an ice cream.
Don't worry. Enjoy your ice cream. I finished mine yesterday. Stephanie?
Here.
Iris? Dude. I'm
Always
23. How am I
present,
so
teacher.
excited? Always, Iris, not always. Should I remind you the time you came in late because you were talking to your family?
Always, teacher, always. I don't remember that. I'm like Talia. If I don't remember, it didn't happen.
Oh my God. I didn't even know that was from Talia. There, Jose?
Present teacher here, always do.
I think Jose has never really missed class. Millie?
Here, teacher.
Natalie?
Present.
Ullman?
Almost absent, but present.
Almost, but I made it.
Yeah, bitch.
Valeria?
Here.
Veronica?
Present.
Viviana? Viviana? Viviana, you're on mute. Or she's late for break. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and turn to page 20. Yeah, 20 in your English and Common, please. Work. Where it says pair work. Can you read for me, Natalie, please?
Okay, discuss the questions. What can you see in the pictures? The second one too.
Well, tell me just the first one first.
Okay. What can you see in the pictures?
Oh, no. I'm sorry. What can you see in this picture?
Okay. I see a man who is taking a rest in the beach.
A man who is? Don't think it's
working to be.
Resting.
You don't take a relax, right?
Okay, who is resting in the beach or who is working with his computer. He looks very
relax, chill.
Relax. Relax.
All right, and let's go to the second picture here at the bottom. Jose, what do you see in this picture?
Estoy en clases.
Jose, you're on mute.
First is a very old picture. But I a couple of farmers working the land.
Working on the land?
Working on the land, and after that they to do the harvest. Okay.
They're going to harvest the crops.
I can see at behind a cow, could be. Okay.
I think that's a.
But
no,
it's different. It's the opposite. The first picture. This is our picture, and old-fashioned work. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. All right. So let's go to number 2. Alman, read it for me, please.
Okay, how do you think work has changed over the last 1 million years? In what ways?
1,000.
Oh yeah, 1,000 years. And in what ways do you think it is the same?
So tell me, Alman, how do you think work has evolved?
Okay. In the second picture, I think the work is the same.
As today?
Yeah.
This job is the same.
Yeah, teacher. You know San Isidro Heredia?
They have different machinery, right? I mean, they still do crops and everything, but it's very different. We don't even use this skill anymore.
You have to go to San Isidro Heredia. It's exactly the same, teacher. In fact, I am going to take some pictures for you.
Take pictures and show me, because I don't believe you. Everywhere I've been farming, it's like it's evolved, right? They have a tractor and everything.
If you want to do the work very well, you have to do it like that, teacher. Without technology.
Right. Take pictures and show me.
Yeah, I will,
go.
teacher.
All right,
there are a lot of machines which do it.
That's what I said, but Alban says no. That in San Isidro Heredia, it's the same, he said.
Teacher, I work.
Seeing a small farmers.
I just want to see pictures. I want to see those pictures.
If you want, I can sell you patatas, papas, tomates, 1,000 kilo.
Oh yeah, no thanks.
I think teacher could be a leader. Farmers still work like many years ago. Okay,
like a burly,
but big farmers use machines.
I mean, it's like if you pay attention, I mean, small farmers really don't exist anymore, right? Because big farmers have taken over. But okay, we'll take that.
Maybe in the countryside.
Yes.
In what place?
Poorly people.
Yes, turri.
But all right. Let's move on, guys. Let's move on. Let's start reading the article then. Work. Can you read it? Start reading for me, please, Iris.
Okay. Work. The daily grind. We just can't do without. Work may sometimes drive us crazy, but when we don't have it, we miss it. We want it, perhaps we even need it. Everyone wants to be valued, and a salary is proof that we matter. Not any job will do, however, housework.
We matter was the first paragraph. Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Don't worry. Questions on the first paragraph, guys?
Yes, teacher, the meaning of grind.
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 It has an A here. Grind is something that's bothering, a nuisance.
Okay.
Annoying. Anything else?
Perhaps.
Maybe. Okay, thank you. Perhaps.
Right.
Anything else, guys?
No.
No pity, no.
Sorry, we myself on mute. Millie, the second paragraph, please, where it says not any job.
Okay. Not any job will do. However, housework and volunteer work tend to be seen as non-jobs. In our work-centered culture, a real job means employment. Being paid for a job is better for our self-esteem too. Of course, we would also prefer work to be useful and interesting as well, but you don't have to enjoy your job to get psychological benefits from it. According to some experts, completing even enjoyable tasks at work contributes.
Unenjoyable.
Unenjoyable.
Hold up. Enjoyable.
Unenjoyable.
Joy, this is like an I.
Enjoyable. Unenjoyable tasks at work contributes to our sense of well-being.
Thank you very much, Millie. Questions, guys?
Teacher, yes, what does self-esteem?
Self-esteem goes together. That's how you feel about yourself. Like I have a
yes.
very good self-esteem. I'm good with my physical, my personality, right?
Yes.
I don't like myself, right? Okay. Any other questions, guys?
No.
All right. That was Millie. Stephanie, can you continue with the next paragraph for me, please?
Yes. The obligation to be in a particular place at a particular time and working as a part of a team toward a common goal give us a sense of structure and purpose that we find difficult to have on our own. For a lot of us, the workplace has also taken over from the community as a place of human contact. For most of us, work often functions as a social club, an information network, and an informal dating agency.
Questions, guys?
No.
No.
Camila?
Okay, many of us are even job addicts without realizing it. When we can't work for whatever reason, we show signs similar to real addicts who are deprived of their fix. We became, how do you pronounce
irritable?
Irritable and lethargic. Among newly retired men become irritable.
No, you're reading the same line.
Okay, sorry. These rates increase significantly in the first 6 months after leaving the workforce. For most of their lives, their personality, self-esteem, and status have been defined by work. Without it, they can lose the appetite for life. Their appetite.
Very good pronunciation of lethargic.
Lethargic.
No, you pronounced it good. That's a very good pronunciation of it. It's very weird that someone knows how to pronounce that.
It is because when I was a teenager, I committed the mistake to watch BoJack Horseman. So
when you
it was a real. When I was a teenager, like 16 years old, and I watched the series, and I learned that he was lethargic. So
yeah, he was real sluggish.
Yes, it was a mistake because I knew how
BoJack Horseman is super vulgar.
Yes, but I learned how to pronounce lethargic. Something positive about all the
something good about the show.
Something good.
It's a very dark show. All right. Sorry, guys. Questions on that paragraph?
Teacher, the workforce is a group of persons.
Which word, Amelia? I'm sorry?
Workforce.
It means la fuerza laboral. Workforce.
Ah, okay, yeah, workforce. Yeah, like the people that work there.
Okay.
Is that it? No. All right. Viviana, next paragraph, please.
Okay. Life wasn't always so driven by driven by employment. However, work in the pre-industry age was task-oriented, not time structure, focusing not on money, but on tasks necessary for survival. Whole communities worked together, so there was less division between work and free time. The Industrial Revolution radical changed how
Radically
yes,
changed.
changed how people work. Certainly, work
Suddenly.
okay was not longer
No longer.
structured by seasons, but by the clock. Work was separate from the rest of life.
Separated?
Yes, separated from the rest of life, and began to provide money rather than food and goods.
Questions? Veronica, next paragraph, please.
More recently, the revolution in information technology has again changed the nature of work and employment. The workplace itself may become unnecessary. Millions of employees now work from home, keeping in touch via email and phone. Many employers say that working remotely, it's correct, teacher, remotely?
Yes.
Improves productivity as workers are happier and waste less time commuting. There are downsides, however, as workers lose touch with the workplace and people there.
Yeah, very good, Veronica. Questions, guys?
Teacher, let's okay. Less time commuting is when you talk with another people.
No, just traveling.
Oh, okay.
Commuting is traveling, like by bus, by train, by car, whatever. By bus, by bike.
Thank you.
Anything else? No. All right. Alexander, can you read the last paragraph, please?
We will undoubtedly have to accept that the nature of war has changed and will continue to do so. After all, we are conditioned into accepting the 9 to 5 working day, and there is no reason why we can't be conditioned into accepting something else. For example, this article was written at home in the country during burst of hard work interspersed with periods of inactivity. Interspersed with periods of inactivity. Perhaps that's the nature of work rhythmic to which we return.
Natural work rhythm. Questions, guys?
Birds.
Yes, teacher. Birds.
Burst is something that happens suddenly. Like all of a sudden you had energy. You had a burst of energy.
Okay.
What does mean reading?
Rhythm.
Rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
Rhythm.
the way something functions. Anything else? No. Nope. All right. Do you have any questions on the articles, guys? No. Okay. So what we're going to do now are questions and answers about the article. Give me 1 second. 60-minute no. Reading here. All right, so take a picture or screenshot of this, guys, so you can go ahead and practice in pairs, please.
Okay.
Got it?
1 sec.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it.
Perfect. All right, so go ahead and practice in pairs, okay?
Okay.
Hi, hello.
Hi, Viviana.
Okay, what is the love-hate relationship we have towards work?
That's number 1, right?
I think that this is something that the article said about when we are not working, we need to work.
Like a necessity. It's like, how do you say that? Costumbre.
I don't know, but I
User.
Give me a second, I'm going to. Used to. Okay. Used to. Yeah. But yes, that's it. What is the salary proof of? What is the salary proof of?
that's like proof that we the in these days everyone work for a salary. I mean, it's not only for that, but it's very important to receive money for your job.
In the article said everyone wants to be valued and a salary is proof that we matter. So what is a salary proof of is the question. I think it's like the value of that we want or we have or we need.
I think like the article says, it's like the salary is a proof that we matter. It's like it contributes to our self-esteem. So I think that's what salary proof means.
Okay, number 3. What is the supposed difference between a non-job and a real job?
Okay, the non-jobs means volunteer work, and real job means paid employment.
Yes. Based on this, non-jobs are those with no received payment.
So number 4.
What gives us a sense of structure and purpose?
Working, right? It's like working. I'm being paid.
What, number 4? What gives us a sense of structure and purpose? Something to be part of a team.
Yes, as the text says, like it says like it's two tasks that contribute to our sense of well-being. Like you said, like feeling important.
What is the importance of the workplace in a community?
That's very hard. I don't remember any of it.
In this part, this Spanglish.
At a place of human contact.
Yes, that's exactly what I want to say.
And what additional function does it also play?
It's like a social club in number 5 is like a social club. It's when you make friends, right?
Where you can socialize.
Okay. So we're number 6, right? What additional functions does it also play?
I think that is this part that it says for most of us work often functions as a social club, an information network, and a sort informal dating agency.
Informal dating agency.
I can see the word. Where is that?
In the first paragraph.
1, 2,
3.
In this paragraph 3.
4. 3. Okay, yes, right.
At the end.
Social club. Right.
What have many people become without realizing it?
Yacht addicts. And they didn't even realize. And they can work for whatever reason. And they show signs similar to real addicts who are deprived of their fix. They become irritable, and I don't know what.
Lethargic.
Lethargic. Death rates. Whoa.
Okay, so what have many people become without realizing it?
Oh, we already answered that. It's number 8.
It was Iris said.
Okay.
What may happen when these people can work? When they can work,
they become irritable. I don't know how to pronounce that.
It's like an addict. They feel the need to work.
Okay, number 9. Describe what work was like in the pre-industrial age during the Industrial Revolution, nowadays with the revolution in information technology.
It was task-oriented in the pre-industrial age. There was no time instruction, and they focusing on not on the money but on the tasks necessary for survival. The whole community worked together, so there was less
division.
Less divisions between work and free time.
Then we have the Industrial Revolution that radically changed. Was no longer structured by season, but it was structured by the clock and began to provide money. And the last one, revolution in information technology. That is said that the workplace become unnecessary.
And millions of employees now work from home. And they keep in touch via email and phone. So Viviana, and you read number 10.
What are advantages and disadvantages of working from home? Okay. Okay, he said that that revolution in information technology has changed the nature of work and employment. And the work from home, it's keeping in touch via email and phone. Maybe this is the advantages. And they are happier and less time commuting.
And waste less time.
And the downsides is because they lose touch with the workplace and people there. So basically you don't have friends. Kind of sad, but it's true. You don't have friends.
Okay, maybe the disadvantages is as workers lose touch with the workplace and people there. Well, I prefer that.
Okay, so number 11. How and where did the author write the article?
At the last, for example, this article was written at home in the country during bursts of hard work.
The article was written at home in the country during bursts of hard work interspersed
with periods of inactivity. And how does he feel about working that way?
Very happy.
I don't know how. He's accepting it, right?
Because
he's conditioned into accepting something else.
We say we have to accept that the nature of work has changed, and we will continue to do so.
And at the end says that that's the natural work rhythm to which we will return. And that's it. Very good job. Did you wrote it down, Vivian?
What do you say?
Did you wrote down the answers or not?
No. Are you? I
No.
underlined the answer, but no, I don't wrote it. I underlined that
and you,
in the
Veronica?
PDF all the answers.
Well, that's a good idea. I'm going to do it.
Yes, for example, like that.
Which application for PDS do you use, Viviana?
Oh, well, it's illegal application. Sorry, not is legal, but her name is let me see because I don't remember. Nitro Pro. Nitro Pro. That is Adobe.
Yes, I have it, but I don't have the premium, so I just use WordChart, WonderChart, PDF Element.
Okay. No, this application is illegal. I don't have that serial.
It's better.
I don't have that serial. I found it in internet, but without serial, so it's illegal. But it works for me.
Don't worry, it's okay. It's okay. I have a lot of illegal stuff too, so don't worry. I have like 3 games illegally, so don't worry.
Okay.
My whole Xbox is illegal, so don't worry. Don't worry about it. Everyone has illegal stuff.
Oh, girls.
Cool.
Recording in progress.
Tired, Millie? Or who was that? No, that was that Omen.
Yes, it was me.
Oh, it's Camila. I said everyone, but who it was. All right. Let's go ahead. Camila, can you read number 1 for me, please?
Love-hate relationship we have towards work.
And what is it, Camila?
That work might sometimes drive us crazy, but when we don't have it, we miss it. We miss it, we want it, and perhaps we even need it. Everyone wants to be valued, and salary is proof that we matter.
That's it.
That's number 2.
That would be number 2. All right, very good. Millie, can you read the next one for me, please?
Yes, teacher. What is a salary proof of? It's that we miss it, but we want it, and perhaps we even need it, and someone wants to be valued, and a salary is a proof. It's proof that we matter.
Well, the first part is like number 1, right? It would be that one, that everyone wants to be valued, and that salary is proof of that. Okay.
Okay.
Veronica, can you read the next one for me, please?
What is the supposed difference between a non-job and a real job? Based on the article, non-job are those who not receive a payment.
And what are real jobs?
And a real job, those that receive a salary.
Really good. Natalie, next one, please.
What gives us a sense of a structure and purpose? The obligation to be in a particular place at a particular time and working as a part of a team.
Yeah. Hey, Alexandra.
Number 4, no?
What is your functions? Number.
Which number it is?
5.
Number 5. What is the importance of the workplace?
Okay, the importance is that it is a place for human contact, for interaction. While you're working, you can interact with other people that way.
Yeah, it's a place of human contact. Jose, can you read number 6, please?
What additional function does it also play?
What function does it also play?
Give me a second, teacher. Word also function as a social club, an information network, and an informal dating agency.
Yeah. Iris?
Number 8, right?
Number 7. What have many people?
What have many people become without realizing? So they become into job addicts without even realizing.
Without into, they become job addicts.
Job addicts. Job addicts.
That was Iris. Valeria?
Let me see. Number 8, right?
Yep.
What may happen when these people can work? They become irritable and
irritable.
Irritable and
irritable.
I can't say that. Irritable.
Irritable. Yeah, there you go.
Irritable. And lethargic.
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 Lethargic. Lethargic.
And lethargic. Lethargic.
What else? There's a couple more things, or did you not write them down?
Oh my God. I think it's that.
All right. Well, it would be a couple more things. So they have the depression, I was about to say. Signs like real addicts, right? When they're deprived of something, they become irritable, lethargic, and there is death in many newly retired men. Viviana, next one, please.
Okay, describe the world was like in the pre-industrial age during the Industrial Revolution. Nowadays, with the revolution in information technology. Okay.
Tell me just the first one, Viviana, the pre-industrial age, please.
Okay. Well, it means, or it says it changed how the people work and was not longer.
The pre-industrial age. That's the Industrial Revolution. The first one. That's task-oriented.
Okay, was like in the pre-industrial. Okay. Was tax-oriented, not time structure, focusing not on money, but on the task.
Focused. On task necessary.
Okay, but on task necessary for survival.
Stephanie, what happened during the Industrial Revolution?
Okay, that now we are more oriented to get the money rather the food and the goods.
Well, there's more things. It was task oriented, right?
Okay, yeah, before it was task oriented and not time structure.
No, sorry. You're in Industrial Revolution, right? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I messed it up, sorry. Structured by the clock,
structured by the clock, and they don't care about getting food and goods anymore. They now care they think that it is more important to get money.
Yeah, well, it's structured by the clock. It was separated from the rest of their lives, right? And they earned money instead of goods. And Omen, what can you tell me about the revolution in information technology?
Okay. The revolution in information technology has again changed the nature of work and employment.
But how? How did it change? What do we no longer need, or what's unnecessary?
So we can work at home. With the
Yeah, so the
technology.
workplace is unnecessary.
Yeah, it's not necessary because we can work at home and we can improve
And we can work remotely.
yeah, we can work remotely.
The computer.
Exactly. Camila, number 9, please.
Describe what work was like in. Okay. What are the advantages and disadvantages of working from home?
Sorry, I think I was one that said 9. What are the advantages and disadvantages, Camila?
More recently, the revolution in information technology has again changed the nature of work and employment. The workplace itself may become unnecessarily. Millions of employees unnecessary. Millions of employees now work from home, keeping in touch via email and phone. Many employers can say that working remotely.
Sorry, I was on mute. Remotely
improves productivity as workers are happier and waste less time commuting. There are downsides, however, as workers lost touch with the workers and people there.
And Millie, the next one, please.
How and where did the author write the article? This article was written at home in the country during work of hard work in interspersed with periods of inactivity.
And Veronica, last one, please.
How does he feel about working that way? I think that he accepts these changes.
And maybe what will it become? Our natural work rhythm.
Okay, the natural work rhythm to which we will return.
Very good. And guys, in case you lost any other words, here is the same questions. I joined the ones that had like similar information, so there's only 10, but it's all there, okay? So take a picture or a screenshot of that in case you need those keywords to help you when we're going to do the retelling.
We're going to do a retelling.
Of course, Iris.
Oh my god.
No, teacher.
Iris! No, not today.
Okay.
All right.
Another retelling.
Of course, you guys are advanced.
Another
Everything
one.
you do is now.
I prefer the retelling that
Yeah.
You still have applications. Sweet. Right.
That sucks.
And no, Iris, practice is practice.
we have to practice all, but I prefer this.
All right, guys. Got it.
Yes.
Yep. All right. So what we're going to watch now, guys, is a video of pronunciation, okay? So when we reach advanced modules, you're normally going to have videos that are going to help you pronounce, okay? And the one we're going to watch is going to be about past sounds, okay? So pay attention because you guys tend to omit this a lot, okay? It's going to help you with the T sound, the D sound, and the ID sounds, okay? Like rules of when to use them. So, pay attention. Yeah, let's see. Where is Johnny Cash? Here we go. Regular videos.
English pronunciation practice. 105 Regular Verbs with ED in the Past from EspressoEnglish.net. Many English learners make pronunciation mistakes with the ED ending of regular verbs in the past simple tense. There are 3 ways to pronounce ED in English. Like T, like ED with an extra syllable, and like D. Let's practice with some examples. ED is pronounced like T after verbs ending with a K sound. Asked, checked, picked, liked, looked, talked, thanked, walked, worked. ED is also pronounced like T after verbs ending with an S sound. Confessed, crossed, dressed, embarrassed, guessed, impressed, increased, missed, passed, promised. Remember that the letter C in English can also have an S sound. Announced, danced, forced, influenced, introduced, noticed, reduced. ED is pronounced like T after verbs ending with an SH sound. Brushed, crashed, punished, pushed, rushed, and after verbs ending with a CH sound. Matched, punched, reached, searched. Finally, ED is pronounced like T after verbs ending with an F or an X sound. Laughed, fixed, relaxed. The second pronunciation of ED is like ED with an extra syllable after verbs ending with a T or D sound. Accepted, appreciated, cheated, connected, excited, interrupted, invented, rejected, started, waited, avoided, decided, ended, expanded, guarded, included, needed, pretended, reminded, succeeded. The third pronunciation of ED is like D with no extra syllable. ED is pronounced like D after all other verbs that don't fit in the first or second categories. Here's an example of the difference in pronunciation 2 and pronunciation 3. The past of appear is appeared. Appear has 2 syllables, and appeared also has 2 syllables. Don't pronounce it appeared with 3. This is different from the verb accept. The past of accept is accepted. Accept has 2 syllables, and accepted has 3 syllables. ED is pronounced like D with no extra syllable after verbs ending with an R sound. Appeared, compared, considered, enter, remembered. It's also pronounced like D after verbs ending with a V sound. Arrived, received, observed, improved, saved, ED is pronounced like D after verbs ending with a Z sound. Advised, buzzed, paused, raised, sneezed. ED is pronounced like D after verbs ending in an L, M, or N sound. Killed, pulled, traveled, claimed, jammed, burned, examined, explained, turned, warned. ED is pronounced like D after verbs ending in a vowel sound. Borrowed, annoyed, cried, glued, carried, weighed. Finally, ED is pronounced like D after verbs ending in a B, G, or J sound. This is one of the most difficult to pronounce, so let's practice. Robbed, scrubbed, belonged, hugged, arranged, encouraged, challenged, judged, managed. Let's review. ED only has an extra syllable after verbs ending in a T or D sound. Want, wanted, decide, decided. With these verbs, the ED adds an extra syllable. In all other verbs, the ED does not add an extra syllable. Miss, missed. Receive, received. Thanks for watching English Tips from Espresso English. If you liked this video, please share it. English.
What was that, Camila?
Anytime. She said thank you, so anytime.
Anything you need, whatever time. No. All right, guys. So, any questions on that video? All right.
Sure.
Tell me, Jose.
Where we can find this video, because it's very long. I don't have memory. Or
I don't know. You think I just have all the videos like at hand? Let's see. I don't know. 105 regular YouTube.
YouTube, yes.
English 105. Was it? Can I just
Okay, in YouTube is teacher.
Let's see. Let's see if I can find it for you, Jose. No.
How to...
I
think it is this video.
This one?
No.
Because it's 3 from years ago.
Put
Okay. You found
numbers.
it?
Yes.
You got it.
Yes.
How to
But this is 2
pronounce
minutes,
the
so.
ED ending correctly. Many students
Different video.
with the ED ending of verbs in the past.
It is the one, but I feel
ED syllable.
less.
Wanted.
This is the video, yeah.
Yes.
Well, there you go. I would just copy from what Alexander sent then, guys. Remember to copy that if you're going to copy it, right? Because when the Zoom meeting ends, you can't get anything from the chat, right, guys? All right. And I need you to take a picture, a screenshot of this.
Syllable.
Here are a list of words.
No, give me a
Just a
second.
minute.
Go.
Now I got it.
Okay, perfect. So what we're going to do, guys, is as of tomorrow, we're going
How
to
to
practice all
pronounce
those
the
sounds,
ED
okay?
ending
We're actually going
correctly.
to do them in questions, okay?
Many students
So
make pronunciation.
here, changed. That's the one that's incorrect. Actually, sorry, guys, I forgot to correct this. Change doesn't go here. Change, I don't say changed, right? It's changed. So what sound is it?
Changed.
D. Change.
Yeah, very good.
Woo.
You learned from the video.
It was in this video to learn how to pronounce that. I mean,
I want to start.
So from, I don't know why they haven't changed that. It's been told like a million times. So just remember, change is a D sound, not T sound, okay? And from tomorrow, we'll practice that, guys. Do you have any questions before I let you go for the day?
No.
No.
Goodbye.
Good night.
Bye. Good night.
See you tomorrow.
Sure.